business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On play action, it's Murray. And incomplete to open things up. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. That draws any pitch in the head of all those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. First down, Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondell Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. Sitting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? this offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 9 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out and do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and sprint the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack on first down, Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Pierce. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 3. Able to hit his target land. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He's got the connection to Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
22. Do not take it to 22.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Try again with the arm here on second down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Slot man moves right. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Okay,
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got Pierce. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Delivers another one to Pierce. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 4. Touchdown! Jelani Woods from 4 yards out. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
Come on.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's complete to McBride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On play action, it's Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, and he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Murray now. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Murray now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. 8 yards to go on second down. Here's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And I think the ball's out. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to? We get the interception. Then, well, he just too loose for the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. We know from here will be headed to overtime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more fun.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. And throw is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me four. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
41 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Back to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.